Tell us, why do you like coming back to Townsville so often?
It's Queensland, isn't it? So, and rugby is big up here. Obviously, league as well. You got the Cowboys and whatnot, but big rugby community up in Townsville, and we had a great time. We came up here a couple of years ago against the Chiefs, and I guess with our registered regions as well. We've had some really good experiences, and how good to have 2 games up here. It starts with the Hurricanes tomorrow night.
Fantastic. And what's been your reaction to the Townsville faithful? I know you had a big fan event last night. What was that like to be amongst those rugby people?
Just really cool, getting down to the clubs and just the kids, the parents, the volunteers, bringing the rugby to them and the surrounding areas. Like I said, a lot of time if you want to see the big games, you've got to travel quite a fair way down to Brizzy, and how good, mate, to get it up here. And like I said, we've got there's 2 games with the Waratahs later on in the season as well, so it's just fantastic. Everything I'm hearing from people, the kids out there, they're just pumped that we're up here, and they feel a connection. Like I said, due to, I guess, over the last 5 years, being connected with the rest of the regions and different trial games, getting around country areas. And it's just a good result.
Do you think Townsville could be somewhat of an untapped market for rugby union, and it could be like a cornerstone in Australian rugby to try and grow it even further?
Like I said, rugby's booming up here, and it has been for quite a while. There's a real strong community up here that they run it up here, and it's just a great connection. And down at the QRU and whatnot, we really respect and appreciate what the rugby people up here have achieved and done, and what a great game, kicking the footy around with your mates, and there's a strong competition up here.
And I guess you released your team yesterday, a few debutants on the card. How nice is it to be able to blood those new players round 1, or especially coming up?
Yeah, well, every year there's 1 or 2 that usually come through, and it's exciting. So young Tom Liner gets a crack at 10 there, and he's worked hard over the pre-season, and we just want him to go out there and do his job and enjoy competing hard, and it's a start for him.
How important is it for Tommy to have Wallaby inside him at Tate? How much is that going to help Tom in his debut?
Yeah, always. That sort of thing always helps. Tate debuted about 5 years ago, and he's like a 19-year-old as well, so he knows how it feels, and the connection with him and Isaac Henry outside, and there's a good little connection there, but you're hoping that will build over the season.
A little bit fast there on the locks. How are you hoping to, rectify that on the weekend?
Yeah, we're guys there ready to do their job, and there's been a few injuries, which has been that often happens to most teams. It always seems to be one particular spot. It's not spread out. So, but the guys there, Ryan Smith, played for Australia last year, and has really grown in that role, and we've got our back row that help in that area as well. So
Just back on Tom, you've been around the game a while, Brad. How does he shape up as a 10 at his age? What do you make of his progression and the type of player he is at such a raw talent?
He's got a really good kicking game. He's a quieter guy, which I guess you like, but there's a confidence there as well. He'll put his body on the line, and he's got some footwork and some speed, but there's no pressure on Tom. Inside our system, he does his job, and for him is to enjoy the experience and get a first taste at this level. So enjoyed the trial games. We took him over to Panasonic, and he got a full year of rugby last year. So it's been he's been with us for a couple of years, and it's been a slow build. Where you're doing the right thing by the player and what's good for the club as well.
Is the hope this is the start of a long Queensland career for Tommy?
Oh, definitely. But you'd say that for all the guys, Tarjanan may get an opportunity off the bench there. Another young fella. So, yeah, I know that will be their mindset and our mindset as well. We're pretty proud. I think we've got about 90% of our team, over 90% Queensland, have Queensland, beginnings, or they're from Queensland. So, we want them to play here, and stay here and enjoy representing the state and have a real strong connection to the Maroon and to the people who support them.
You're missing a few players in terms of experience in James O'Connor, Sully Vunivalu and Jock Campbell. Can you give us an injury update on those three?
Yeah, Jock's pretty close. Hopefully in the next week or two. So James as well. The three of them are pretty close, but it was just probably a game too early, for those guys. So these guys have been working hard, and they'll be doing a job, and for those guys, they're working hard as well, trying to get right to compete to earn a spot. So yeah.
Big year with the World Cup coming up. Have you had any instructions from Rugby Australia about how you're selecting this team, or is this how you see it being the best?
No, we haven't had anything from Rugby Australia, which is normal, and we're doing what's, I guess, fits for our team, trying to get performances, and from that, we'd hope to get as many wallabies as we can. It's such a cool thing and an honour to represent your country, and we want as many as we can, and hopefully the guys are putting good performances. Their mindset needs to be around Queensland and what we're trying to achieve here, and then that stuff, if you're doing that, then that stuff looks after itself.
What do you think the biggest challenge will be coming up against the Hurricanes? We don't have this sort of track record against them. What are you sort of prepared for?
A very good side, and across the 23, obviously they've got well-known players. Artie Severe's one of the best players in the world at the moment. Big Geordie Barrett, and my old mate Owen Franks up front. He's a 100+ Test All Black, so there's some quality out there. And for us, massive respect for them, and they'll be coming here to get a job done as well. And then like us. So I just think it bodes well for a good game, an entertaining game. How good's this surface? How good's this stadium? I think it's it'll be a good contest.
I hear the plan might be to kick early and then have some running rugby in the second half. Is that how you see it going down?
We'll keep our game plan to ourselves, but we'll need a smart kicking game, and when you have your opportunities, obviously you want to take them. It'll be no different from the Hurricanes. Yeah.
For you guys coming up, do you think this is an opportunity for RA to bring more Wallabies games up here and potentially a venue for the 2027 World Cup?
Oh, it'd be fantastic. Yeah, I think I remember them way back in 2001. They had a Lions series that I think they played up in Townsville. Different times they played Test up here. A couple of years ago, I think that was against the doubleheader. This is definitely from a Queenslander's point of view. All around the state. Let's go to other places too. So that will be an exciting time, and for a year's time or so. We've got the Lions coming up as well, but for me as a coach, my focus is around tomorrow night and what's what we've got to do there. So,
Brad, the news coming out of Melbourne this morning, Taniela Tupou has confirmed his signing. Is he going to be a loss to Queensland rugby going forward?
Oh yeah, we're really proud of what he's achieved with us for the last 9 years, and we wish him well, mate. He's earned the right to. He's given a good shift here, and he's looking for a change, and it's definitely a loss. Bubbly personality, real family guy, proud Queenslander. Many good performances, but as you see, I guess opportunity opens for others. You look at Zane Nongor, Penny Rave, others coming through. So yeah. But from us, we just wish Taniela well, and there'll always be a good connection for him at Queensland. So yeah.
There's been a lot of chatter that your relationship may have played a part in his departure. Can you put those rumours to bed that you guys actually do have a decent relationship?
I don't have a problem with Taniela. We have good chats. In the NRC years ago, I actually played with him in 2 games. There's always all sorts of chat, all sorts of speculation. He's a guy I care about, and I wish him well. And as a guy who, after 7 years at the Bronx, I went on to pursue, having a crack at rugby. It's sometimes, as a guy, you look for a change up, and like I said, I hope that's a good one for him, and that he does well, and he's trying to look after his injury at the moment. That's his main focus, and I guess what comes later in the year.
So, do you have a final message for Townsville ahead of tomorrow night?
Just come out in droves. Be great to see the maroon jerseys in the crowd, and we want you behind us. We need you behind us, and just from our side of things, we're just stoked to be here to Townsville. We had a great time last time, and we're thinking it's going to be another great game to get along to again. So please come out and enjoy the footy.
If Taniela does become available later in the season, if the Achilles goes well, will he be selected for Queensland, knowing that he'll be leaving soon?
Oh, there wouldn't be a problem around that, but I think with those injuries, mate, that's pretty much impossible. It's got a certain healing times, but definitely if he was available now or going forward, he's part of this group, this team. So yeah.